Lurker? Hey, Johnny. AJ, are you texting and driving? Or are you okay? Are you back home already? Hello, Brian. You're home already? Damn, that didn't take long. You must have had the VW in the wind, bro. What was your experience? You may log out of here and get on StreamYard so you can talk about it? Darius, I've been missing you, man. I've had lots of Kentucky Lake questions. I needed my bi weekly Kentucky Lake fishing report. Need a nap. I bet. I bet. Did you draw anybody cool the second day? Anybody noteworthy? Hello, Scott York. What's new in your neck of the woods besides b-ball? My favorite sport besides, well, I can't say fishing because most people claim that it's not a sport. So it's my favorite stick and ball sport, not fake sport like fishing. Just watching basketball. Scott, do you like college basketball or do you like any basketball you can get your hands on? Nah, he only had one the first day and one the second day. Brian, I'm chipper because I got baits done and they're badass. And it makes me excited. Big East win, got them pretty good, no big ones. I thought Darius, according to the old the old tablets, they used to read win from the east, bite the least. Not the case. Love college basketball. You know what? As much as I love basketball, I never could get into college basketball. I just liked, which is odd because I love college football. Not enough to actually watch it, but I like college football. Um, but I never could get into basketball. I just liked pro basketball. Hella's entertainment last night was putting painting videos on TV and watching me yelling at the TV. That is good entertainment. There's a lot of stuff out there to curse. Hello, Grizzly. Um, who did we? What did you watch get painted? What was the bait and what was the pattern? What was somebody educating the masses on how to do? College basketball is too much to take in and follow. Yeah, it's a I like the Final Four and the Sweet 16 and all that stuff, but it's just too many teams and too it's just a lot. Like you said, it's a lot. And I don't know. Growing up in the SEC, we've never been had any good teams, so we didn't really grow up following anybody. Uh, my brother-in-law played on the LSU team 2003 or 4 or 5 or something that went to the Final Four. Um, oh yeah, Purdue's got a very strong basketball program. Uh, yeah, that makes it more interesting. Definitely, people keep trying to make Alabama basketball a thing, and they do a little bit good, but typically and historically they're gonna not be great. Uh, Seeing some of the best sales this year that I've ever seen must be slow. Uh, yeah, you could probably say that. You could probably say that. Uh, Definitely been slow for me considering. The weird thing is I kind of got in it. I got into this during a economic collapse. So I think COVID hurt everybody's sales because it was inflated. Like everybody had such good sales during uh, the pandemic that now that it's like slow or like normal slow, it seems really bad. Uh, Final Four in Phoenix, that's cool. I'm excited for the sales. I've been getting here for a few years. Johnny's been waiting for the market to crash so he could get some deals on some stuff. Gophers had one good year in your lifetime. Yeah, that's not great. What are you looking to pick up, Johnny? What are you looking to go on sale? I can't think of anything that I would be uh, excited about sales that I would want a bunch of. But like, who would have? I mean, if Reaction put Sweet Beavers on sale, I'd probably be pretty excited about that. That's not going to happen. What else? If Rapala put DT6s, I would be excited for Tacklecraft and everybody following me because there would be a flood of DT6s getting painted. Oh, you're not talking about fishing tackle. You're talking about real stuff. Yeah, like big ticket items, investments, not just bullshit. What's up, Alien? BBC? New spinning reel? Yeah, everybody could use an extra one of those, I feel like. I told Ronnie Moore I was a huge Bassmaster fan today. Bob Cobb era, of course, Ronnie. Not your bullshit you're doing. What is my wife? Headed to CG. No, not for me. Not for me, BBC. I only need one, and I have a backup. I have a backup spinning reel, but I don't use it because I only have one spinning rod. So if the reel blows up, I got an extra reel, but I don't have two spinning rods. What do you think Zona leaving meant? I don't know. He was probably burned out. I think there's a lot of layers to Zona that nobody sees and nobody knows about. He probably saw a little writing on the wall. He was probably tired of doing what he was doing. Probably a little tired of the industry. Probably didn't like his bosses. Probably a lot of factors. But yo, builder dude. Got skunked this morning. Still pretty hot down here. Couldn't figure it out. They nibbed at the jig, but that was it. You couldn't pitch like a sweet beaver or a brush hog or something in there and catch those. Only time he threw a spinning reel was when he tossed them in the trash. Oh yeah, people. It's funny. Over the last, however, since the beginning of time bass fishing, people have always liked to crack jokes on spinning reels, me included. But I think we've seen more spinning reels used in the last couple years than we've ever seen combined in our lifetime. Taking the little siblings on the boat to go catch some gills. You have to fish a pond with bass in it. There's fish, just wasn't the right time conditions. I threw everything, including the sink. Weightless Cinco. Got most of my fish today on a finesse fish. Didn't want much moving. Oh, got not a finesse fish. When I hear finesse fish, I think of the Lunker City finesse minnow looking thing. That's two sentences. Got most of my fish on finesse technique, but the fish did not want much moving. They wanted slow. Your powers repathed the hurricane. Which way did it go? I haven't seen much about it. It didn't do a loop-de-loop, did it? I want to see somebody crack a 7-pounder flipping a jig in 2 feet of water, not wiggling their worm in 40. BBC, in all my years of watching Bassmaster, I'm trying to think the number of 7-pounders I've seen cracked in 2 feet of water ever. I think the one Larry Nixon caught in like 89 or 88 or whatever it was down in Florida on the pistol grip, that was on a worm, not a jig, but it was on a worm. I'm trying to think the biggest jig catches in Bassmaster history. Maybe Bass should do that. Listen up, dipshits. Pull all your footage and make some good clips. I always have at least one spinning reel with me. Cinco, hover, crank, jerk. Oh, yeah, you said the hover rig's been working good for you, and it was not even working today. Jerk, jig, spinner, chatter, every topwater. I mean, you seem like you covered the spectrum. Mark Menendez had the record for a while with a 12-pounder. Was that caught on a jig in shallow water? I don't remember how he caught that fish. Probably because it was a California Delta, wasn't it? So I'm sure he was doing something shallow. But there's no footage of that, right? Spinnerbait. But he didn't have a camera on him, I don't believe. Kyle Welcher getting a 10-pounder. Yeah, there's Rick Clunn has had a couple. I feel like Clunn's had a couple 10s down in Florida on camera. I'm just trying to think of somebody like pitching a jig somewhere and like hammering the fish and it being a like 8-pounder, 7-pounder. Spinnerbait, cantaloupe. BBC, that's probably a little sensitive topic right now. Too soon, bro. Too soon. Next question. Would y'all like to see some baits? Yes. Okay. These are still a little wet.